It will join up Britain and provide a much-needed economic boost. That, at least, is the claim made by ministers today as the second phase of the controversial multi-billion-pound high-speed rail network was unveiled. The government's preferred route branches north of Birmingham in two routes. One leads to Manchester, the other through the East Midlands to Leeds. Ministers extolled the economic virtues of the project through jobs, infrastructure and the high-speed transformation of a Britain united north and south. Opponents are sceptical about the benefits and say it will scar the landscape. Kieran Jenkins has this report.
20 years and £32 billion from now, this journey from London to Leeds could be a full hour shorter. High-speed rail is on its way to the north of England. So too was the Chancellor, George Osborne, armed with lofty claims for its benefits. A visitor not to his Tatton constituency, some of which will be bulldozed to host the new track, but to a rail parts manufacturer in Manchester.
It's a huge boost for the northwest of England. There's also going to be a line to Leeds, and that's going to create tens of thousands of jobs here, and it's going to make sure that this region is connected to the entire world economy.
Birmingham to London will be connected first. Only then will work begin on taking the 250 mph trains further north. From Birmingham, one fork of the line will stretch up through the East Midlands and Yorkshire. It'll have a station at Totton, serving Derby and Nottingham, and another at Sheffield, located outside the city centre, before heading into the heart of Leeds. Up the west coast, the line will stop at Crewe, then Manchester Airport, before arriving at a new station in Manchester city centre. But at such vast expense, is it needed? Why not simply put the high-speed trains on the existing rail network?
Once you've decided you need the additional capacity, then going for a dedicated high-speed line as a supplement to your existing lines is the way to go.
And do we need that additional capacity?
Well, the forecasts, both the rail traffic forecasts and the population forecasts, say that we do.
Believe the hype and the line will bridge the north-south divide and kick-start regional economies. It certainly has the backing of big business, including the company building this shopping centre a stone's throw from Leeds train station.
It will have substantial economic benefits, and I know from a Leeds and northern perspective, connecting Leeds and the north to the rest of the UK can only be good for business, and then therefore it can only be good for jobs and prosperity across the whole of the UK.
But the first phase of the plans has already met considerable resistance, and now parts of Cheshire can expect to be carved up too. So far, there's not been nearly as much opposition in the north to high-speed rail as there has been in the south. There's even been a campaign up here asking southerners not to scupper northern jobs for the sake of their back gardens. But now the route's been announced and it's going to come tearing through places like this, not everyone is happy about it.
We don't need to get to London, you know,
that's what I mean, it's not a priority,
45 minutes earlier than we do now.
No.
Deep in George Osborne's Tatton constituency, battle lines are being drawn. In the village of Lostock Green, word has spread that high-speed trains could pass nearby. What's the message for George Osborne?
He's out of a job.
Come and talk to us.
He's out of a job at the next election.
We would like Mr Osborne to come out and talk to us and talk about the questions that some of our local residents actually have.
So he's not told you there's going to be a high-speed train line ripping through the village?
We've had no communication whatsoever until we heard the first thing this morning.
You all must feel strongly enough about this that you've come out of your homes today.
We're going to go down to Parliament. We're going down to 10 Downing Street.
There'll be 3 general elections between now and actually laying tracks over this considerable expanse. Plenty of time for opponents to have their say, plenty of pressure on politicians to change their minds.